Hola amigos y bienvenido a Más Allá, donde vamos más allá de las películas. Y hoy vamos a hablar de El Conjuro 3. Yo me llamo Alex y este aquí es mi amigo Mark. Y de eso vamos a... Okay, so... Alright, so, The Conjuring. Or you want to do the intro again?
No, that's fine.
So, The Conjuring 3. I don't know.
Let me do it first. Okay, so The Conjuring 3, without any spoilers first, I thought it was a decent film. Out of the Conjuring series, I thought it was the weakest out of the three. It wasn't because, James Wan wasn't directing. I just thought they focused on too many things that they didn't need to focus on. Like how Alex, he had told me before we started filming, they focused a lot on the supernatural, making it seem more bigger than it is, I guess. And on the previous two films, I felt they were more grounded. Maybe that's why I like the second one more, because it felt grounded. Yeah, it had that supernatural to it because of like the Crooked Man and stuff, but
it didn't seem like they overdid it.
They didn't overdo it. You had the Crooked Man pop up for like 5 minutes, and then that's it. Your focus still back on the exorcism. On this one, they did a little too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree because I feel like the ones were more grounded, and personally for me, to me the first one is still the one I like the most. But yeah, to me I feel like they kind of overdid it a little too much. But I feel like I set myself up to not like it because from the beginning when I heard that James Wan wasn't coming back, the writers that he always uses weren't coming back. So I feel like in my head I was already like, I'm not gonna like this. So I feel that's what makes it more difficult for me to review, because I feel like I had already made up my mind that I wasn't gonna like it. But to me it was okay. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't too good either. So I'm kind of in that middle ground, that gray area. But of course, you expect Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, I hope I pronounced that right. I like them both a lot as the Warrens, and I think they have great chemistry. So of course, they were good, and they did a really good job with the script and acting and all that. But other than them, like everyone else, I couldn't really pay too much attention to them because I don't feel like the movie really gave me a reason to.
Yeah, like they kept moving around to everybody, and it's just the Warrens are really the centerpiece of everything, and that's probably I'm gonna go into probably spoilers now. I wanted to, for like Arnie, I wanted to see more of the possession type stuff, but maybe grounded. Like it's just like Conjuring 2. It's just you can make it grounded, and it just seems it seems better than what they did. I don't know. It's just they did a little too much.
To me, I hate to talk mess about it like this, but like it feels like they're kind of taking it in the turn of like the Fast and the Furious. How like originally it was just like about the racing, but now it's like all these over the top stunts. Now that they're pumping more money into it, like I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. Where like now with like there's where he's like flying like in air and like he's doing like all this stuff that they didn't really do in the previous movies. Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of what it seems like. It seems like what's happening. So
like a lot of the contorting, like it's creepy. Yeah, it is creepy because I mean that stuff probably does happen, but I feel like maybe one time's good enough. You don't got to see it, multiple times, and it's just it kind of loses its effect.
Yeah.
After one time.
Yeah, because I think for me at least that's it just came like a little too much, and I really liked the premise of like this is them trying to prove to a court of law people who only really think about like what's real, what can we prove. And of course, they're not gonna. At first, they're not gonna originally believe like an idea, because even whenever they say it, when they're talking with the judge and the lawyer, she says like, "Oh, he's innocent by demonic possession."
Yeah.
And the judge is just like, "What? Like if you would have done more of like that, of like them trying to convince people, then yeah. But I feel like it jumped around, like Mark said, like from at the beginning to Arnie and like his family. The what you call it? Whenever they're trying to get the case file from the detective, and it jumps around to like the
superpowers.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like it jumps around from that man and that. I honestly thought she was a demon at first, but no, apparently she's an actual lady. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think they were very clear on it at the beginning, unless I missed it. I thought she was a demon too. I thought she was already dead, but she was actually going around putting those totems.
Yeah.
Putting them around everywhere, and just I don't know how she picked her. Well, she was trying. I think she was trying to bring back her mom, or she was trying. It was something with her family that she was dealing with, and she had to get faith, love, and purity to complete the curse. So I'm guessing Ed, he was faith. I'm assuming, or love. No, he was love.
Yeah, because they said that he needed 3 victims.
Yeah.
It was like was like a little kid, essentially, innocent kid.
But then it got transferred. So how does that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was like a kid, someone who has murdered, and someone who's in love or something.
Yeah. But I mean, they went too much into the supernatural. And all the way from the beginning of the movie, all the way leading up to the first court scene, I thought that was a pretty good movie. I really wish they focused from that all the way to there. Even they kind of did the supernatural with him thinking that the person he was killing, I think his name was Bruno, or Bruno, something like that. They made him seem like he was a demon, and he ended up killing him. That's how the case and everything happens. Which that's fine. I'm good with that. I just want to see, the case. I want to maybe he gets possessed. It's based on true events, but he gets possessed in the court, and then they, just maybe stuff like that.
Yeah, like I mean, I haven't seen it, but like the Exorcism of Emily Rose, which is another film like that, which basically does that. Like in the courtroom drama, it shows a lot of that.
Yeah.
You could argue it does it a little too much, but I wanted to see something like that here.
Yeah.
Because I've seen like a part of that film, so I know that is essentially. So I wanted to see something a little more like. Also off camera, Mark was talking about how like if we would have seen like the convincing that they have to do to the jury, see people's reactions, the public, the jury, the judge, like, and see like the battle, this uphill battle that the lawyer has to do to convince these people with the Warrens helping or not helping. Like this is stuff that I feel we probably should have seen.
Yeah, just like how we keep saying, they focused a lot on the supernatural, and maybe they should have just toned it down a bit. And I mean, for maybe if it was the second movie, I could be like, okay, the third one will probably be a little better, But it's not. It's probably it's the trilogy, so it's the conclusion of that. I'm thinking, unless they make another one. But if it's the end, it ended flat for me. It wasn't as good as the second, and I don't know. Hopefully James. I don't want to blame it on the director, because I thought the director did a fine job. Yeah. I don't think it was that. I just think the writing of it wasn't good.
Yeah. Because I feel like basically to add on what he was saying was that like we already have this certain expectation of what we want or expect from these films, and like to not get that from this one was a little disappointing.
And maybe that's our fault, because we were expecting. I don't know. I don't think we're expecting too much. Maybe we're just expecting the same, and with another director, maybe his vision is different. The writer, if it's a different writer, the vision is different. But maybe they should have just, kept it all together, with the same people as before, and they ended it, right. But we got what we got. It wasn't a bad film. It's just average, and that's really all I gotta say about it. I can't think of anything else. The performances were great. There were creepy scenes. There was good amount of jump scares that weren't always predictable, I would say. But I thought the villain too, I thought she was weak. I don't know. I just thought that story was pretty weak. It's just they didn't flesh it out enough.
Yeah, because I don't know, because I feel like probably could have gotten more of the background, because like we said, like in her introduction, we kind of just get like these cuts of like her doing like the ritual, like you see the candles and the cup, the goblet, whatever, and then it jumps, and then later when she appears in the house and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But we know that Arnie's already messed up, so we assume like, oh, he saw a ghost, but no, it's a real person. It's like, oh, okay. So I don't know, I'm just confused about all that. So
but I mean that's the film was just average, and hopefully there's a 4 and it redeems itself, but if not, I mean that's it, guys. I don't know.
I mean, because the film was okay, but it's just because I really enjoy seeing Patrick Wilson and Vera as Ed and Lorraine Warren, so I like that we still got more of them, but I don't know, I feel like some of the stuff didn't fit, so if this is the end, then I hate to see it go out this way, but if we get more, I'll be happy to see them. But yeah, other than that, I probably wouldn't even recommend you watch it.
No, I think you should watch. I recommend you watch at least once. Just watch it one time.
Well, yeah, if you like,
yeah,
if you're a fan of these films, then by all means. But like, if you've never seen them before, they're not really like that intertwined because they're just different cases.
Yeah.
So if you're just like into horror, then I would just be like, okay, then you won't miss anything. If you haven't seen the other ones, then you won't miss anything by watching this one.
Yeah.
So,
but
there you go.
But yeah, guys, that's I think that's it. So that's our review for The Conjuring 3. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button and come back and check back for more.